Practice? Man, we talking about practice. That's right, Allen Iverson. We are talking about practice. And guys, don't change the channel. Don't skip ahead. Listen to what I'm about to say. I'm ready to move all the way up to A+. I'm in the middle of the B's right now, and it's time to make the jump. I don't want those B lap times. I don't want those A lap times. I want those top 100 lap times. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. Let me know what I got to work on. What kind of work do I got to put in to get there? How do I get there? Show me what I need to do. I need your help. Go Gritty, I know you listening, and I know you always been good to help me. I need other input too. Other guys, if you watch this video, let me know. I need the help. I'm ready to go. Let's get to it. Now, as you can see, we're at the Kyoto Driving Park in Japan, where they make this game and a lot of other great games, and Sony is headquartered as well. But that's beside the point. I like this track a lot. It's got a lot of high-speed curves, a lot of areas where you're just barely lifting or you're wide open and doing a lot of high-speed steering, and I like those sections. But it's got a couple of chicanes that are giving me a lot of trouble. One of them is after a big vertical drop down a hill, and the other one is later on, a few turns later. And so I've got to get those sections right to shave off another 1 to 2 seconds. So we're going to get right into the lap right here. So as you can see on this first turn, I'm trying to hug it close to the checkered curbing, and I'm in fourth, and I switch down to fourth gear after I drift into it in fifth gear, and then I power out hard as I can. I'm wide open, changing to fifth gear here, no brake at all. Sometimes, if I'm necessary, I may give it just a little lift, but most of the time there's no brake, no lift, no nothing, just wide open as fast as you'll go. Right about the 100 marker there, I start to let off and just ease on the brakes. I want to be a little closer to that curbing, I admit, but right there I get close as I can, so I can power out in fourth gear and keep going as fast as I can. If I hit that angle just right, sometimes you can feel it. Then you power down this hill, and right before the start of their checkered curb, and that's when I brake. I switch down to fourth gear, then third, and maybe I could cut it just a little more on that chicane right there, make up a little more time, carry just a little more speed. But that's where I feel like I'm definitely losing the most speed, is through that chicane. In one more place I'll show you. Right here also, not quite sure where to brake and how to handle this, but I'm trying to swoop out and then hit it second gear and get on the power a little earlier than what it would kind of naturally feel like you would do. And then this chicane right here is kind of giving me fits too. So you can see I'm in fourth gear, I switch down to third and kind of cut it. But I know that I'm not going as fast as I could right there. I'm losing time right there. And so, you know, that's where I need help and advice on how to handle those two chicanes. And I think that I would get a lot better. Right here, I just try to take it in third gear, switch to second, and then power out hard as I can, and switch to third and then fourth and so on, all the way out to the finish line. And I think we come across here at a 141.139. And that's not bad. As you can see, Go Gritty has a 139.7. He's an A+ driver. He's a really high up A+ driver, probably top 50 drivers in the United States for certain. And hopefully he's going to let us know what I did wrong in the comments. But I want other people to chime in as well. But there's like 1.7 seconds, I think, or something like that between me and him. So I just like to get below 140 somehow. If I could get below 140 somehow this week, then I know I'm getting closer to being an A+ driver, you know, in talent or in skill. And at some point, I got to make that leap. I've got to step up and do it. You know, we can talk about it. We can just get a little better every time, but something needs to click. And those lines need to come together, and that skill needs to come together, you know, to get at least where I have the speed of at least a low-level A+ driver. And then the strategy will have to come in and learning how to do more overtakes. But let's also talk about strategy in the comments. I'm thinking if I'm, you know, below third place, or maybe even below second, I'm going to go mediums first lap, pit after the first lap, and then throw in the softs. If I'm in first place, pole position, I may go softs until the last lap and then switch to the mediums at that point in time. From what I saw last week, that seems to be the best strategy. I kind of figured to go that same way this week. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. You have a great rest of your week, and we'll see how the race turns out, and I'll let you know how it goes. See you later. Y'all have a good week.